Picture this, a dense emerald green jungle. Monkeys chatter, birds trill, and there, slinking through the undergrowth, is a Sri Lankan leopard. Now, these aren't your average spotted felines. Oh no, these chaps are a unique subspecies found only on this resplendent island. Sri Lankan leopards are like the royalty of the animal kingdom. They're elusive, they're gorgeous, and they're rather good at disappearing before you can say Bob's your uncle. They're the epitome of grace and power, with a touch of mystery thrown in for good measure. Indeed, encountering one in the wild is a rare and privileged event, a bit like bumping into Dame Judi Dench at your local supermarket. You know it's possible, but the sheer improbability makes it all the more thrilling. Sri Lanka, my friends, is a paradise island. Lush rainforests, arid plains, windswept coasts, it's got it all. And our spotted friends, they've adapted to thrive in practically every corner of this diverse landscape. Talk about being at home in one's skin, or should I say spots. Think of the Sri Lankan leopard as a seasoned traveller with an impressive range of outfits. They can rock the dense jungle look, the dry scrubland chic, and even the laid-back beach bum vibe. They're adaptable, you see, much like the British weather, always ready for whatever Mother Nature throws their way. They're not fussy eaters either. From plump deer to scurrying rodents, these leopards have a rather diverse palate. It's all about seizing the day, or should I say the prey, when you're at the top of the food chain. Now, you might be thinking, leopards, spots, we've heard it all before. But hold your horses, dear viewers. Sri Lankan. Leopards aren't your run-of-the-mill spotted felines. Their rosettes, as those markings are called, are larger and more spaced out than their mainland cousins. It's all about standing out from the crowd, darling, even if that crowd is mostly monkeys and wild boar. And speaking of standing out, did you know that Sri Lanka is also home to the fishing cat? This stripy fellow, as the name suggests, has a penchant for seafood. Imagine the dinner party conversations, spots and stripes, jungle tales and fishy adventures. But back to our star attraction. Those mesmerizing eyes, those powerful limbs, that effortless grace. It's no wonder the Sri Lankan leopard is considered a top predator in its domain. It's like the Helen Mirren of the animal kingdom. Effortlessly elegant, undeniably powerful, and just a little bit intimidating. Now, being at the top of the food chain isn't all cucumber sandwiches and afternoon naps, you know. It comes with responsibilities, old boy, responsibilities. Sri Lankan leopards play a vital role in maintaining the delicate balance of their ecosystem. Imagine a game of Jenga, if you will. Remove one piece and the whole thing could come tumbling down. Leopards, as apex predators, are like those crucial blocks at the bottom. They keep prey populations in check, preventing overgrazing and ensuring the survival of various plant and animal species. They're like the conductors of an orchestra, ensuring each instrument plays its part in harmony. Without them, the whole ecosystem would be out of tune, and that, my friends, would be a right royal mess. Section 5. A shadow in the night, hunting habits. Sri Lankan leopards are masters of stealth, like ninjas in a spotted coat. They're most active at dawn and dusk, using the cover of darkness to their advantage. Imagine, if you will, a silent shadow gliding through the undergrowth, eyes gleaming with an ancient wisdom. Their hunting strategy is a combination of patience, agility, and raw power. They'll lie in wait for their unsuspecting prey, then pounce with lightning speed. It's all over in a flash, a bit like a particularly dramatic episode of EastEnders, but with fewer dramatic pauses and considerably more bloodshed. And what about those leftovers, you ask? Well, a leopard doesn't let a good meal go to waste. They'll often stash their kill high up in a tree, keeping it safe from scavengers and ensuring a midnight snack for later. Resourceful, eh? Just like your nan and her collection of Tupperware containers. Section 6. Leopard parenting. It's a jungle out there. Now, raising a family is no walk in the park, especially when you're a leopard in the wilds of Sri Lanka. Mother leopards are fiercely protective of their cubs, shielding them from danger and teaching them the ways of the jungle. It's basically a feline version of Eton, but with more hissing and less Latin. These cubs are born blind and helpless, relying entirely on their mother's care. but they grow quickly. And soon they're tumbling and playing, their playful antics a heartwarming sight. Mother leopard has her paws full, teaching them essential life skills like hunting, climbing, and the art of looking effortlessly majestic. It's a tough love approach, preparing them for the day they'll have to fend for themselves in the wilds of Sri Lanka. After all, a leopard's got to do what a leopard's got to do, and that includes passing on the royal lineage. Section 7. Conservation Conundrums, Protecting the Crown Jewels. Sadly, our spotted friends are facing a right royal challenge. Habitat loss, human-wildlife conflict, and the illegal wildlife trade are all casting a shadow over their future. It's a bit like trying to enjoy a cuppa while someone's playing the bagpipes next door. Rather disruptive, to say the least. But fear not, dear viewers, all is not lost. Conservationists are working tirelessly to protect these magnificent creatures. They're like the knights in shining armour, battling to safeguard the leopard's future. From habitat restoration to anti-poaching patrols, they're fighting the good fight. It's a team effort, you see. We all have a part to play in ensuring these majestic creatures continue to grace the wilds of Sri Lanka for generations to come. After all, a world without Sri Lankan leopards would be like a Shakespeare play without a dramatic monologue, utterly incomplete. Section 8. Living alongside royalty, a balancing act. Now, living alongside a top predator isn't always easy. It requires understanding, respect, and perhaps a good pair of wellies for those unexpected encounters. For local communities, it's about finding a balance between their needs and the leopard's survival. Imagine this: you're a farmer, and a leopard has developed a taste for your livestock. It's a tricky situation, a bit like trying to explain the offside rule to someone who's never seen a football match. But there are solutions, you see. Simple measures like securing livestock enclosures and raising awareness about leopard behaviour can make a world of difference. It's about coexisting, about sharing the land with respect and understanding. After all, we're all guests in the leopard's kingdom. Section 9. A toast to the kings, long may they reign. So there you have it, a glimpse into the fascinating world of Sri Lankan leopards. They're the epitome of grace, power and adaptability, a true testament to the wonders of evolution. And while their future may be uncertain, there's hope yet for these magnificent creatures. Let us raise a toast then to the Sri Lankan leopard, the elusive king of the jungle. May their roars continue to echo through the emerald green forests of Sri Lanka for generations to come. Now, if you'll excuse me, I believe I have a date with a plate of cucumber sandwiches and a rather intriguing documentary about the mating habits of the pygmy marmoset. Until next time, pip pip.